This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and while supplies last, if you mention Saffron Olive in your order notes, we'll hook you up with a free Saffron Olive sticker with any Card Kingdom order. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So last week, we had a 2-drop poll for Modern, and in the end it was our newest 2-drop on the list, Ayula, Queen Among Bears, that came out on top. So today, we are heading to Modern for a deck that I'm pretty excited for. Ayula Bear Loam. Basically, trying to go to town with Ayula and also Ayula's influence to make a ton of bears, kill a ton of stuff, make a huge Ayula, and hopefully kill our opponent eventually. So a quick reminder before we break down Ayula Bear Loam for Modern. If you enjoy this deck and you enjoy Against Odds in general, it would be so sweet of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk some Ayula Bear Loam. So our namesake card and our winning card on last week's poll, Ayula Queen Among Bears, is pretty interesting. It is a 2-mana 2/2, so a grizzly bear, but a grizzly bear with huge upside. Whenever another bear enters the battlefield under our control, we either get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a bear that we control, or we can have a bear we control fight a creature we don't control. So Ayula, it's really powerful if you play a bunch of bears. It's like a super 2-mana lord that just does so much it can kill stuff. The problem is, bears are really bad. There's not really good bears in Magic at all, like except for Ayula. So instead of overloading our deck with a bunch of real bears, we are using another new card for Modern Horizons to make a ton of bears. Ayula's influence lets us discard a land card to make a 2/2 bear token. So obviously, if we can get Ayula down with Ayula's influence, it gets really insane. We're able to discard a land, and if we want to, we can make a 4/4, or we can get a 2/2 and put counters on like our Ayula or something else, or if we already got big bears, we can just shoot down our opponent's team with the fight mechanic. So it gets out of control really quickly, and that is the main plan of this deck. Play Ayula, play Ayula's influence, use Ayula's influence to flood the board with bears to trigger our Ayula, and use that value to win the game. So to make this plan really work though, we need lots of lands, and the way that we go about doing this is with the help of Life from the Loam and Wrenn 6. So these are cards that allow us to return lands from our graveyard to our hand. Life from the Loam just gets us back 3 lands from our graveyard, then we can dredge it back to our hand, do it again the next turn, which mills more lands, which allows us to get that back to do it again. Wrenn 6 gets back 1 land every single turn with its uptick. So if we can get down Ayula and Ayula's influence, we can theoretically be making a lot of bears each turn. Like Life from the Loam, 3 lands, which turns into 3 2/2 bears. Wrenn 6, that's another one. Just those cards is 4 bears a turn. And remember, with Ayula out, those bears are growing each other or themselves. They are fighting things. So we're not just getting a bunch of 2/2 bears, which would already be fine, but we're getting 4/4 bears, and we're killing our opponent's creatures, or putting all the counters on one creature and getting in a huge attack. So that's the main plan and engine of the deck. Otherwise, we got a couple of Shadras, Torch of Defiance, Awaken Inferno, backup finishers, backup removal, a little bit of everything. Abriel Grazer basically gets down our stuff a little bit faster. It's kind of like this weird ramp spell on turn 1. We have 26 lands in the deck, so we usually have an extra one in hand. We play Grazer, we get an early game blocker, shuts down like Bloodghast, Goblin Guides, and put an extra land into play, which can get us up to 3 mana for Ayula's influence on turn 2 to start making bears. Then we have Astrolabe in Faithless Looting, and these cards are cheap redraws. And one of the things that makes this deck even more powerful is being able to Life from the Loam multiple times in a turn. So picture, let's say on turn 5, we can have our setup with our Ayula, with our Ayula's influence, and we can Life from the Loam, get back 3 lands. We can then discard those 3 lands to make bears, put counters on things, fight things. Then we can use like Astrolabe or our 1 Faithless Looting to draw a card, but replace that draw by dredging Life from the Loam, use our other mana to cast it again, get back the 3 lands we just discarded, then discard those lands, so we can get like 6 bears in a turn if we get these extra card draws thrown in. Plus Astrolabe, just a powerful early game card. Lightning Bolt, as a removal spell, we do most of our removing by fighting stuff with our bears, but it's nice to have something for the early game, and it can go face. A couple of Blood Moods, just to jank our opponent out, essentially. We can get down on turn 2 with the help of Abriel Grazer, and it's just a powerful way to slow our opponent down. Otherwise, in the mana base, our most important lands, Forgotten Cave, Tranquil Thicket, these cards give us a great late game card advantage engine with Loam and Wrenn 6, because we can get that back, we can cycle them for 1 mana to draw new cards to find our Ayula, to find Ayula's influence, influence our removal, whatever we need. We can also cycle them at instant speed as a way to protect our life from the Loam from like a surgical extraction. If our opponent goes to surgical it, we cycle, we dredge, get it back to our hand, fizzle the surgical. And plus, we can always just discard them to our Ayula's influence, make a bunch of bears, some fetch lands, including Prismatic Vista, couple of stopping grounds, bunch of basic lands. In the sideboard, Leyline of the Void helps us fight through the Hogak matchup and other graveyard decks. We have Force of Vigor, Cindervines to deal with artifacts and enchantments. Cindervines also good against Storm style combo decks. People are playing like the Twiddle Storm deck now, so it's nice to have a hate spell for that as well. Anger of the Gods, Chandra Awaken Inferno number 2 give us a bit more removal in the form of sweepers. Weather the Storm to help out against aggro. We're not really built around it, we're not storming off, but if we can cast a couple cheap spells and then cast this, we can gain like 6 life, 9 life, maybe 12 life if we're lucky, and it hits on Storm style decks as well, but that's enough to really go a long way against a deck like Burn. And that is Bear Loam, featuring Ayula and Ayula's influence for Modern, and that's our Against the Odds deck for this week. So let's get to the gameplay, see how this works in practice. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, Against the Odds time. We are playing some Ayula Queen Among Bears. Ooh, something unfair is happening. You never see Gemstone Mine and then you're like, oh, this is going to be fair. I don't think that's ever happened. Okay, so we got Ayula's for days. Ayula's. And we got Ayula's influence. We're a little land light. We're going to need to find some sort of like Renin 6e type card. Life from the Loam. Some way to keep getting lands going. To go with our influence. There's a Hogak. We don't have any main deck graveyard hate. Well, that's a Renin 6. Alright, so play the land. Boom. Arboreal Grazer. Gotcha, Hogak. Got him. That's a Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Yup. Alright, opponent. Untaps. Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Did they get a Hogak? Probably. Stitcher Supplier. Mill some stuff. They need one more creature to Hogak. Alright, that's one more creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have exactly enough to get Hogak into play. And then life becomes challenging. How do we beat an 8-8? Probably gonna require a lot of Ayula's influencing. So opponent, Hogaks, passes. I'll crack Wooded Foothills. Grab a Stomping Grounds, untapped. Renin 6. Get back our Wooded Foothills. Play Wooded Foothills, pass the turn. So next turn we can get down Ayula's influence. We do have Ayula. Well, we'll see. We're a little land light. Like, making 2/2s normally would be pretty good, but not as good against an 8/8 trample. Opponent sacks Stitcher's Supplier. Mills some stuff. Okay. Nothing of note. Cashes in their land. Satyr Wayfinder. Gonna mill some more stuff. Hit a Gravecrawler, but that's about it. Opponent combat. Gonna go attacking. Let's see how our opponent attacks. Us. Not caring at all about our Renin 6. So we'll block. Opponent sacks. So crack this. Grab a Snow-Covered Mountain. Lightning Bolt. Carrion Feeder. But we dropped to 8, which is not a high life total. Opponent passes. Verdant Catacombs. So, let's see. Renin 6. Get back Wooded Foothills. Play Wooded Foothills. Crack it. Snow-Covered Forest. Ayula's influence. Well, let's see if we could survive this turn, we can start making 4/4 bears, which maybe could take down a Hogak. I mean, there is a world where this could work. Opponent goes to combat, attacks our face. Well, we block. I mean, if we get blown out, we get blown out. Block with Grazer. Drop to 2. Opponent passes. All right. Well, we get to untap. We play. Actually, let's see. First, we return a land. Secondly, we faithless. Maybe we just make a wall of bears. That might work. Play Ayula. Discard a land. Make a 4/4. Play Renin 6 number 2. Get back the land. Are we going to outbear a Hogak? Is that a thing that's happening? Discard a land, make a bear. 4/4. Pass the turn. Okay. We have hope. Hope in the bears. Opponent. Combat. Passes. Oh my god, we're bearing him. We're bearing Hogak. Discard a land. Make a bear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We found the secret. Red and 6 gets back a land. Faithless looting. Discard Ayula's influence. Go to combat. I think we just wait one more turn. I think we make bears for one more turn and then go on the offensive. Ho! Ho ho ho! Who would have thought? They had turn 2 Hogak and we're bearing them. Ayula. Maybe Ayula's been this. Bonus scoops it up. Maybe Ayula's the secret all along. Maybe that's been the secret to taking down Hogak. No one thought it was the best grizzly bear of all time. That would be the secret recipe for taking down a free 8/8 trample on turn 2, but here we are. Okay. All right. Well, against Hogak, we want all the ley lines. Please have them in our opening hand. We want the angers of the god. We'll go down the Chandra. We can trim on the blood moons. We can go down the faithless looting, I guess, even though looting is good. And maybe, what else can we cut? I guess Astrolabes, if we draw 2, does let us cast a ley line. I cannot believe we just bared Hogak. Let's go down the last blood moon. I don't think blood moon is super effective, and one Astrolabe. Try it like that. Yes! I mean, if that's the only win we get with this deck, which hopefully it isn't, it's all gonna be worth it to out Hogak with Ayula and Ayula's influence. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was a thing that happened, and it worked. Opponent's on the play. Let's have that old double ley line hand. No ley lines. Ayula, a couple of Ren and 6s. I think we just mulligan this. Still no ley lines. Do we go on? We have Ayula's influence. Let's go one more time. Alright, well, we'll keep. Still no ley lines, but we will put back Chandra, which costs 1,000,000 mana, and let's go Stomping Grounds. Well, this isn't encouraging, but you never know. We beat Hogak without Graveyard Hate last game, based on the power of our bears. We bared them. Opponent, Watery Grave. Gravecrawler. Yup. Well, Snow-Covered Forest. And Astrolabe. And another Astrolabe. Alright. Well, I mean, Astrolabe, that means we could cast a ley line. It's going to be super slow, but it's possible. Opponent, Bloodstained Mire, cracks it. I'm expecting, like, Satyr Wayfinder, Hogak. Then we're in trouble with this one. Overgrown Tube, untapped. 14. Okay. Well, that's kind of encouraging. So far, opponents just played random hasty creatures. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 18. We draw ley line. Well, play Verdant Catacombs. Crack Verdant Catacombs. Snow-Covered Forest. Loam back Verdant Catacombs. Pass the turn. Could use, like, Anger the Gods. Would actually be really good on this board state. Opponent untaps. Gemstone Mine. Bloodghast. What a weird hand for our opponent to keep. Man, Anger the Gods would be great. Opponent gets in, hits us. This janky beatdown's kind of working, though. Opponent passes. No dredging. Anger. Ren in 6. I guess that's fine. We get to play Astrolabe. Draw a card. No dredge. Another influence. Verdant Catacombs. Crack it. Down to 12. Snow-Covered Forest. Make red mana. Ren in 6. How do we want to do this? We can kill the Gravecrawler. Yeah, let's do that. Kill Gravecrawler. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Bloodstained Mire. Combat. Do they kill Ren in 6? I assume yes. Hits us. Kills Ren in 6. Sure. Down to 10. Opponent passes. No dredging. Ooh. Alright. Well, that's an interesting draw. Make some red mana. Anger. Get rid of the Bloodghast. Okay. Problems temporarily dealt with. Opponent. Faithless Looting. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Things could still go wrong in a hurry. Another Gravecrawler discarded. So our opponent's got to have a zombie. Gravecrawlers for days. Gravecrawler. Do they also have a Hogak is a question. Gravecrawler. Oh, they do. Yeah, I think they got us. Gravecrawler. Is there a Hogak? No Gak. Okay. Well, let's try another Anger of the Gods. And no Dredge. Ayula. Yeah, I think this is too slow now. Verdant Catacombs. Play Verdant Catacombs. Crack Verdant Catacombs. Snow-covered forest. Ayula. Pass the turn. Opponent. Archive traps us! Okay. Interesting. Interesting choice. Glimpse the Unthinkables us. What in the world is happening? Opponent, combat. Hits us. We will take it to 3. Untap. Dredge Loam. Loam back some lands. We don't have a pain-free land, do we? Alright, loam back some lands. Play Prismatic Vista. Crack it. To 2. Snow-covered mountain. Make green mana. Wait. Make green mana. Ayula's influence. Pass the turn. No attacks. We gotta block every single thing. No removal, no removal, no removal. Opponent. Hedron Crab. Mind Funeral. Oh! 4 lands. Okay. That could have went worse. Well, we have a shot. We have a shot. Opponent. Combat. Attacks with everything. So we need to discard a land. Put 2 counters on Ayula. Discard a land. Put 2 counters on a bear. Block everything. Stay at 2. Dredge Loam. Loam back some lands. Go to combat. Attack. I think we're going to win this. We're going to beat Hogak. Sort of weird Hogak, but still. Opponent. Oh! Oh! We had the win. Oh, there wasn't a stop set. Oh, all right. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, well, hopefully this is still okay. Now we have to discard a land to fight the crab. Pass the turn. Oh, we just had to discard the lands and we would have won. Oh, if we get milled out by something, I'm going to be so sad. And opponent scoops it up. Okay. Oh, the lack of a stop didn't hurt us, and we just bared Hogak into oblivion. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Whoa. Secret has been found. Ayula, the nemesis of the Gek. All right. All right, all right. All right. Against the odds time, we are playing some Ayula Queen of Bunning Bears. Bear Loam, basically, in Modern. Ooh, all right, burn. Well, let's see how this goes. Abriel Grazer is actually a pretty good blocker against burn. Let's play, land, Grazer, Forgotten Cave. Pass the turn. Renin 6 is not super good in this matchup. The biggest issue is we don't really have life gain in the main deck. So we are going to have to get a clock going to kill our opponent. Because they will draw enough cards to burn us out eventually. Mounted. Eidolon. Yup. Opponent. Passing. I'll play Snow-Covered Forest. Do we want to Bolt Eidolon? Yeah, let's do it. Bolt Eidolon. This lets us play Ayula. Ayula. Queen among the bears. Pass the turn. Opponent. Man, it'd be sweet if Ayula had lifelink. I would like that. Opponent. Monastery Swiftsphere. Bloodstained Mire. 3 cards in hand. We do get to block with Grazer. I mean, opponent's down to 3 cards, and we have 15 life. That's not the worst. We might be getting Searing Blaze, though. Our Ayula. We do have a backup, thankfully. Opponent. Yeah. Oh, gonna... Blaze the Grazer. Interesting. Alright. Well, we'll go to 10. Yup. Untap. Blood Moon. Gonna wait on that. So I think we just... Lightning Bolt, Swiftspear. Ayula. Keep the old Ayula. Put counters on Ayula. And yeah, get in for 4. Opponent down to 15. What do you got, opponent? Rift Bolt suspended. And passes. And play Astrolabe. Draw a card. Go to combat. Get in with Ayula. Hit our opponent. Down to 11. Play Renin 6. Hit our opponent down to 10. Yeah, let's just pass. Pass the turn. Rift Bolt coming down. Gonna hit us to 7, I assume? Or maybe it kills Ayula with another card. Opponent thinking. Going face. Alright, we're down to 7. And Skewer. Down to 4. And Eidolon. Alright, opponent passing. Alright, let's cycle Forgotten Cave. Renin 6, get back Forgotten Cave. The problem is if we play anything, we go to 1 burn spell range. Alright, I guess we gotta pass. I don't even think we can attack. Yeah, let's pass. I think our hope is that we can jank our opponent out with 1 big Ayula's Influence turn. Sunbait Canyon opponent. Cracks it. No attacks. We draw Ayula's Influence. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we play anything, we're dead to a single burn spell, but can we get around that? What options do we have? Yeah, I mean, I think we gotta go for it. Ayula's Influence. Down to 2. We're probably dead here. Discard a land. Grow Ayula. Discard a land. Grow Ayula. Red and 6. Get back a land. Discard a land. Grow Ayula. Combat. Attack. I mean, this is it. This is what we can do. Swing. Opponent. Chumps. Yep. Alright, this is it. What do you got about it? Do you have a bird spell? Please no. Oh! They don't have it! Ayula coming through somehow! Land Goblin Guide not gonna get it done. Okay. And now we get to bring in 2 Weather the Storms, which are pretty good. Go down a couple of Blood Moons, and I guess do the same thing. We can bring in a Cindervines, I guess. Cindervines does deal with, maybe Anger's better. Let's bring in Anger of the Gods. Blood Moon does have some relevance. Yeah, let's run it like that. Okay. Whew. Wow. Ayula with Ayula's Influence is actually pretty sweet. Well, this we will keep because we have Weather the Storm, primarily. 2 Ebrial Grazers, kind of meh, but opponent. What if else? Cracks it. Mountain. And Goblin Guide. Let's get a land, please. Life from Loam on top. Well, snow-covered forest, Ebrial Grazer. Put Forgotten Cave into play. Pass the turn. Sunbaked Canyon for our opponent. And Searing Blaze. Alright, there goes our Grazer. Goblin Guide gonna hit us. Down to 13. Land. Alright, that's a land. Opponent passes. And Ayula. Huh. This is a little awkward. Let's play Ayula. Tranquil Thicket. Pass the turn. We will block if we get the chance. Bloodstained Mire. 4 cards in hand. Opponent. Swift Spear. Cracks Bloodstained Mire. If they have another Searing Blaze, we're in really bad shape. Ugh. Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, double Searing Blaze. And now we're down to 6, which is not a high life total. Not a land on top. It's a Lightning Bolt. Well, Lightning Bolt, Swift Spear. Boy, if we had another land, it would be so much better. Can we keep waiting? Yeah, play Ayula, I guess. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. More Goblin Guides. Combat. Attacks. Top card, lands. Not a land. Ren and 6. Ugh. Yeah, well, we're just not hitting lands this game. Block a Goblin Guide. Drop to 4. Eidolon. Alright. Yeah. Well, somehow we just, our 26 land deck drew as many lands as our opponent's like 18 land deck. And that's not going to cut it. We even had our Weather the Storm it had, but we just couldn't get enough mana to really make it good. Unfortunately, which is pretty rough. Maybe we should have just fired it off for 6 the turn before, but I'm not sure 6 was enough. I think we needed to try to get 9 out of it, and we just couldn't find a way. Maybe we should have just not played Ayula and just left up mana, but then we're just taking damage. And our opponent had double Searing Blaze, so... Well, okay. This we will keep, although it's pretty sketchy. Pretty sketchy just because we don't really have any interaction. But Astrolabe, draw a card. Another Astrolabe. Pass the turn. Opponent. Wooded Foothills. Cracks Wooded Foothills. Mounted. And Goblin Guide. Yup. Well, let's see if something sweet's on top of our deck. Opponent gets in. Top card. Well, Lightning Bolt's not bad. Lightning Bolt does let us kill this. Does let us kill Goblin Guide, which is something. Astrolabe, draw a card. More lands. Snow-covered mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Top card. Land. Well, Bolt the Goblin Guide. Sunbaked Canyon. And there's an Eidolon. Ew. Okay. Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Snow-covered forest. Make green mana. Ayula's Influence. Drop to 14. But... we get to start making bears. And the bears don't cost us life. Swift Spear for our opponent. Down to 16. Sunbaked Canyon. Combat. Opponent. No attacks. Well, I guess it's bear time. Discard. Make a bear. Discard. Make a bear. Yeah, discard. Make a bear. Untap. Loam back some lands. Man, if we had Ayula here, it'd be so sweet. Down to 12. Combat. Yeah, go attacking. We got to get in damage. We're not going to win by sitting back. Opponent blocks. Blocks. And Boros Charms. Puts us down to 8. Yeah, that's not great. Not great at all. All right, opponent goes to 10. We're at 8. Well, yeah, let's pass the turn. See if we can find a way to close this out. Opponent, what do you got? What do you got? Combat. No attacks. Well, Ayula's Influence. Discard a card. Ayula's Influence. Discard a card. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. Loam. Untap, draw. Loam back some lands. Go to combat. Man, are we going to end up 1 point of damage short? Did we misplay this somehow? Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Bolts our face. Lightning Helix. Yup. Oh, brutal. Brutal, brutal. Well, pass the turn. So close. So close. Opponent. Another bird spell. Wow. Hi! I think our bears got a smidge on the unlucky side, or maybe we did something wrong. All right. Against the odds time, we are Ayula-ing in Modern, playing some bear Loam. And this hand's fine. It's not like thrilling, but we get a redraw with Astrolabe. We can use Ayula to do something, hopefully. We can always cycle Forgotten Cave. Another Astrolabe. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent, what are you up to? Wooded Foils. And passes. Ooh, there is Influence. Well, yeah, I mean, snow-covered forest Ayula, let's do it. We came here to bear, and bear we will. Go ahead, opponent. Cracks Wooded Foils. Gets a Breeding Pool tapped. Yep. Steam Vents. Untapped. Opponent passing. I'll go to combat. Get in with Ayula. Hit our opponent. Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Play Renin 6. Opponent has Mana Leak. Alright. Can't pay. Well, play Astrolabe. We'd rather have Renin 6 counter than Influence. Another Forgotten Cave. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent, let's see what you got. Some sort of control deck. Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Opponent. Pass it. Well, go to combat. Get in with Ayula. Hit our opponent down to 13. Let's cycle Forgotten Cave. I think we're going to wait. Snow-covered forest. Play Snow-covered forest. Cycle Forgotten Cave. Pass the turn. If our opponent's leaving this mana up, we don't really want to just run our most important card. Well, apart from Ayula, into it. We'd rather have our opponent tap down a bit. Opponent. Tarmogoyf. Still leaving up that counter mana. Boy, they are on top of that counter mana. Opponent passes. We draw another land. Awkward, awkward, awkward. We already got mana leaked once. Opponent's got a handful of cards. They're religiously leaving up this mana. Alright, play Prismatic Vista. Pass the turn. Yeah, I guess we just gotta wait. Play around this counter as much as possible. Opponent untaps. Combat. Gets in with Tarmogoyf. Well, we will take it. Sure. Down to 15. Flame slash Ayula. Now, crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered forest. Untap. Lightning Bolt. Play Snow-covered forest. Play Ayula's Influence. Play Ayula. Boy, Mana Leak Tribal. Alright. Opponent passes. Alright, alright! All the leaks in the west. Opponent untaps. And combat. Gets it. Hits us. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's wait. Let's untap, draw. Another land. Well, pass the turn. So I guess we're going to be making a bunch of bears and throwing them in front of Tarmogoyf, and not great. Opponent. Combat. Gets it. Well, make a bear. Make a bear. Let's just jump. Let's jump. Opponent's got too many counters. Opponent. Hunt Master of the Fells. Well, Bolt Hunt Master. Untap. Draw Loam. Grazer. That is the worst time for a Grazer. Well, play Grazer. Oh, I hate Grazer. I feel like it's sort of a necessary evil, but boy, oh boy, is it a bad draw in the late game. The worst draw in the late game, you might say. Opponent untaps. Misty Rainforest. Opponent combat. Goes attacking. Well, we will block and block. So we need to draw Loam, and then we need to resolve Loam. Opponent. Tarmogoyf Part 2. Blood Moon. Too late. And we'll scoop it up. Alright. Well, that was a lot of counters. Lot of counters. Not much we can do about Mana Leak Tribal over there. I don't even think counters are that great against us, but they were that great in that game. Opponent just managed to counter all of our relevant pieces and ended poorly. So Tarmogoyf.deck. I guess we want Tireless Trackers. And maybe another big Chandra. Go down... what? Let's go down a couple of Grazers. And let's go down an Astrolabe. Run it like that. All right, give it a go. See what happens. Yeah, all those counters are rough. Makes life difficult. All right, we get to play first. And, okay. This hand's not bad. At least we could try to grind out some value with our Life from the Loam. Verdant Catacombs, go. And we do have Ayula's Influence, which is nice. Like, we got the combo minus Ayula herself. Island, opponent, passing. Well, Crack Catacombs. Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Untap. Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Snow-covered Forest. And Renin 6. And get back. Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn. Alright, this is more like it. Sneaking in under those counters. Opponent untaps. And now our opponent's got to find a way to deal with this Renin 6. We've gotten off on the front foot on this one. Opponent, Serum Visions, 2 to the bottom. Plays a Forest. Well, we untap. Arboreal Grazer. Can't get away from it. Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Snow-covered Forest. Run out Ayula's Influence. Get back a land. And here comes the bears. We are missing our Ayula, but we can start making bears. Opponent, Tarmogoyf, sure, and Serum Visions. That is fine. Well, I think we can outbear him here. Ayula's Influence. Discard Wooded Foothills. Ayula's Influence. Discard Tranquil Thicket. Untap. Draw a land. So let's loan back our lands. Boltagoyf, Wooded Foothills, Crack Wooded Foothills, Snow-covered Forest, Renin 6, get back Wooded Foothills. Go to combat, attack. Hit our opponent down to 16. Leave up this Tranquil Thicket to protect our Loam. Misty Rainforest, opponent passing. Well, discard a land. Discard a land. Discard a land. Here comes the bears. Untap, Dredge Loam. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. Loam, get back our lands. Looks like our opponent's gonna counter. Steam Vents. Oh, well, I think we got him. Cryptic? I mean, we just bolt our opponent's face. And opponent scoops it up. Okay. Well, no Ayula, but Ayula's friends coming through. And not just barely, we kind of crushed them. All right. Maybe we take out the Blood Moons. I kind of feel like we should. I think our opponent might actually be a Blood Moon deck. Let's go down the Blood Moons, go up the Astrolabe. Grazer. Grazer, Anger. Maybe we bring in the Cindervines. Let's bring in Cindervines, actually. Cindervines can get rid of Ether Vial, which is, I think, the centerpiece of our opponent's deck, even though they haven't drawn it. And it kind of just punishes our opponent for casting their random spells. Like, that damage adds up. Combine that with some bear damage, and look out. Sadly, we're on the draw here for game number 3, which is a little less than ideal. Alright. We will keep. Grazer. This is where Grazer's good. Turn 1 is Grazer's time to shine. Opponent, Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn. Breeding Pool down to 17. And Serum Visions. Yup, 2 to the bottom. Well, we will untap. Whoo! Big Mama Chandra. Arboreal Grazer. Put Forgotten Cave into play. Pass the turn. Big Mama Chandra is seeming like a good option if we can get to 6 mana. What do you got, opponent? Passing? Alright. Ayula. Well, let's Renin 6. Snow-covered Forest. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. Get back Tranquil Thicket. Pass the turn. Oh, opponent kept a 1-lander? That's risky. Alright, there's number 2, but we have down our explosives on 2, so that's going to get rid of our Renin 6 eventually. Opponent passes. Well, cycle, Tranquil Thicket. Get back Tranquil Thicket. Actually, maybe we keep our... let's play Cindervines. Snow-covered Forest. Blow up explosives. Pass the turn. Now we get to keep our Renin 6 going, which seems pretty excellent. Opponent. Another land. I mean, if we get to the Chandra, I think it just beats our opponent. What do you got, opponent? Alright, Tarmogoyf. Big ol' Goyf. Opponent, passing. Let's cycle Tranquil Thicket. Draw a card. Renin 6. How do we want to do this? Let's Faithless Looting. See what we hit. Faithless Looting. Ooh, there's a Loam. Discard Lightning Bolt. Discard Loam. Renin 6. Get back Tranquil Thicket. Astrolabe. Draw a card. No Dredge. Play Prismatic Vista. And yeah, let's just pass. Opponent. Combat. Getting in at Renin 6, but we will block with the Grazer. Yup. Crack. Let's cycle Tranquil Thicket. No Dredge. Loam. Crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered Mountain. Untap. No Dredge. Renin 6. Get back Prismatic Vista. Play Tireless Tracker. Opponent counters. Well, play Prismatic Vista. Crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered Forest. Make a green mana. Ayula's Influence. Pass the turn. So, next turn things should start to get better. Opponent plays an island. We're going to get to start making bears, which is most important. Gets in. Face, ignoring the Renin 6. Interesting. Okay, down to 12. Opponent passes. Well, Dredge Loam. Let's cast Loam. Get back 3 lands. Play Ayula. Discard a land. Make a bear. Counters on Ayula. Renin 6. Get back the land. Discard a land. Bear. Counters on Ayula. Discard a land. And opponent scoops it up. We got him. Ayula coming through, taking down the Goyf. Whoo! This deck is sweet. This deck is sweet, and it is working. All right, all right. Whoo! Okay. Taking down the Gak and the Goyf. Pretty impressive. Huh. Okay. Ayula. Legit. Legit. All right. Against the odds time, we are playing some bears in Modern. And this hand, I guess we can ramp. Alright, I guess we'll keep it. We got a cycling land out, find what we need. About it. Lotus Bloom. Ugh, okay. Can the bears beat the bloom? So this is probably like Enchantment Prison. Enduring Ideal. About it. In the tank. Passes. More lands. Well, Wooded Foothills, crack Wooded Foothills. Grab a snow-covered forest. Abrial Grazer. Put a snow-covered mountain into play. Pass the turn. Whoa, it's 2 Lotus Blooms. Oh, opponent has all the mana in the world. And we don't actually have a way to stop all that mana. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Opponent. Temple, scrying. So I guess we're hoping to draw a clock and hoping our opponent can't, doesn't have a finisher. Opponent passes. Another land. Well, Alright, let's cycle Forgotten Cave. About it. That's interesting. Well, let's Snow-Covered Mountain. Faithless Looting. Discard Bolt land. Abrial Grazer. Put a land into play. Pass the turn. Well, we're developing our mana, but we're not really killing our opponent. And these Lotus Blooms, once they come down, potentially just let our opponent play something ridiculous that we can't beat. Rugged Prairie. Phyrexian Unlife. Yup. Opponent passing. Let's see. Let's stop on our upkeep. Crack Wooded Foothills. Snow-Covered Forest. Draw a card. Prismatic Vista. Hey. Alright, so 1, 2. Let's Life from the Loam. Get back some lands. Prismatic Vista. Crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-Covered Mountain. Faithless Looting. No Dredge. No. Oh my god, more land. Oh, more lands, more lands. Well, discard some lands. Oh god. Alright. Well, that is a lot of lands. I think we'll see what our opponent has. If they have Enduring Ideal, it's over. We don't have a way out from an Enduring Ideal here. Lotus Bloom, opponent. Number 1, number 2, so up to 9 or 10 mana, depending if they have a land drop. Sacks 1. Plays a Nykthos. Oh, they have it. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's Enduring Ideal mana. Yup. Alright. Well, I mean, we're not going to sit through it. There's no way we can beat it. We don't even have a way to beat just Phyrexian Unlifelock here. And they have way more stacks pieces, so not a real way out of that. So Cindervine's in, Force of Vigor in, Chandra in, Lightning Bolt's out. I don't think Blood Moon's all that good. Maybe we go down the Blood Moons for Tireless Trackers just as another threat and run it like that. Alright. I mean, we get 4 ways of interacting with what our opponent's doing. Cindervine's Force of Vigor, both of which are pretty good. And we could just, like, bear them. That's always a possibility. Chandra Emblem is also pretty good, because it takes the deck a while to win. Well, okay, we'll keep this. No Ayula, but we do have the Influence, and most importantly, we have Force of Vigor, which, that is one of the better cards against what our opponent's doing. Worst case, we just start making bears. Opponent, keeping 7. Leyline of Sanctity. Not super good against us. Land to go. Actually, I don't think it does anything against us. I guess we can't ping our opponent with Wrenn and 6, but really it doesn't do much. Opponent, Scryland. See if they have any fast mana. That's what makes Enduring Ideal work, is having those Lotus Blooms. They do. Lotus Bloom. Alright. Well, Crack Catacombs. Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Untap. Snow-Covered Forest. Wrenn and 6. Get back a land. Pass the turn. Lotus Bloom, taken down. Opponent, wow, 1 land Lotus Bloom hand. Alright. Well, play Catacombs. Crack Catacombs. Snow-Covered Forest. We're going to get down our influence. Snow-Covered Forest. Let's return the land first. Get back Catacombs. Play Ayula's Influence. Pass the turn. Well, we got a clock now. Even without our Ayula, we got bears. Opponent, taking down Lotus Bloom. Feels like a risky keep. Feels like a leaning on this Lotus Bloom really hard keep. Well, discard, discard, discard. Make some bears. Untap. Wrenn and 6. Get back a land. Discard a land. Loam. Get back 3 lands. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Down to 14. I think we just win next turn. Alright, stop on our opponent's upkeep. We are just going to let Lotus Bloom come down. And yeah, I guess that's fine. Go ahead. We can Force of Vigor basically any relevant thing our opponent could cast. And opponent, yeah. Alright, well that went pretty well. We didn't have an Ayula, but Ayula's Influence, good enough in that case. Alright, run it back. This hand. I mean, in theory, we get down a really fast Ayula's Influence. We don't have anything that interacts with our opponent, though. Turn 1, Grazer, land. Turn 2, land, make a bear. Is that enough? I mean, it's a clock. Yeah, alright, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Clocks are good. We get a redraw with Astrolabe, so... Misfill Plains. How many Lotus Blooms? 1. 1 Lotus Bloom. Opponent passes. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Arboreal Grazer. Alright, put Tranquil Thicket into play, unfortunately. Pass the turn. I think we put down... Next turn we can Astrolabe plus Ayula. Then the next turn we can start making bears. We would like to draw into a way to interact with enchantments. Opponent. Greater Oromancy. Bit of protection. Yep. Opponent passing. I'll play Snow-Covered Forest. Play Astrolabe. Draw a card. Play Ayula. Pass the turn. Well, we'll see. We haven't drawn a way to deal with this Lotus Bloom. And our opponent's stacking up some protection. There's a Nykthos. Phyrexian Unlife. Yeah, opponent might be able to win the game this coming turn. Opponent passes. Prismatic Vista. Well, Ayula's Influence. Discard a card, make a bear. Grow Ayula. Discard a card, make a bear. Grow Ayula. Discard a card, make a... Maybe we wait on the last one. We might want to play this Chandra. Get in, hit our opponent. Down to 14. But are we dead? That is a big issue. Opponent, Lotus Bloom. Take it down. Mana, unlimited. If they have their namesake card Enduring Ideal, we can't stop it. We can't stop it, unfortunately. Hall of Heloid's Generosity. 7 mana. They have it. Form of the Dragon. I guess that also beats us. So we can't attack. Yeah, alright. Well, opponent had the jank him out. Can't really do anything about that. Chandra. Take it up. Loam. Yeah, alright. Yep. Yeah, this is a combo that we can't beat. Especially with this Greater Oromancy. We'd have to draw into two removal spells for artifacts and enchantments. So I guess it's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. Scryland for our opponent. Well, the Enduring Ideal deck, it's very inconsistent, but our opponent had the right hands. When you have the dream draw of Lotus Bloom every game and have your 7-drop in hand, then the deck is pretty powerful. Ghostly Prison. Well, we can't attack anyway. Well, we gotta hit. I mean, that's it. We gotta hit. Ayula's Influence doesn't help. Take up Chandra. Astrolabe. Well, we'll cast it. Draw a card. Faithless Looting. Ugh. Okay. Discard. Okay. That's step 1. We hit a Force of Vigor, which can get rid of the Oromancy. And then we need one more. We need one more Force of Vigor or some way of interacting with our opponent's board state. Opponent goes back up to 5. Yeah, we got to get rid of the Form of the Dragon. That's the last piece of the puzzle. Form of the Dragon. Going to hit Chandra to 1. Okay. And Leyline of Sanctity. Yep. Opponent's passing. So end step. Get rid of Oromancy. Exile Influence. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We draw a land. Take up Chandra. Nothing. Faithless Looting. Nothing. Yeah, okay. Yup. Well, we'll scoop it up. Now they can get back the... Maybe we should have... I guess I wasn't thinking of Modern Horizons cards. The old versions of our opponent's deck play Blood Moon, but it looks like our opponent's playing a different version where our Blood Moon might have actually been good. All right. Against the odds time, we are playing some Ayula Queen Among Bears, and... all right. All right. This hand's fine. Verdant Catacombs, crack it. We have 2 cycling lands, which is helpful. Snow-covered Forest. Run out Arboreal Grazer. Play Prismatic Vista. Pass the turn. So, I mean, worst case, we can start cycling. Best case, we find a way to start making bears. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Untapped. And Faithless Looting. Alright, so Hogak part 10. Yep, Bloodghast, Gemstone Mine. Sure. Opponent, passing. Well, we untap. Yeah, let's just draw. Ren in 6. Alright, well, crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered Mountain. Ren in 6. Get back Prismatic Vista. Play Prismatic Vista. Pass the turn. Let's see how explosive our opponent's turn 2 is. That's a big question. Are we getting gacked already? We need to find a Ayula's Influence to go with our Ayula. Opponent, Bloodghast. We can block that. Hogak is the real issue. Stitcher's Supplier. Alright, so our opponent can gack if they have one. Also a Gravecrawler. Carrion Feeder. And Hogak. Yeah. Alright, well, the countdown is on. We're less than a week away from this deck leaving the format forever. Now, crack this. Snow-covered Forest. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. That is Ayula's Influence. Okay. That does give us a shot. Not a great shot, but a shot. We could still use a low. Well, get back Prismatic Vista. Play Prismatic Vista. Crack Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered Forest. Ayula's Influence. Pass the turn. All right. Well, we will see. We need a Loam. We need a Loam. That's what we're missing. Opponent untaps. I'm going to start sacking things. Grow in the Carrion Feeder. I mean, we can make bears and make them big. Opponent. Satyr Wayfinder. Gonna keep filling ye old graveyard. Another Bloodghast hit. So those will be coming back for free. There's a fetch land. Gets back the Bloodghast. Yup. Opponent. Combat. Let's see how they attack. Face. Everything face? Alright, well, we will block Stitcher's Supplier. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, yeah, block there. Opponent sacks. Wait, are we dead? We might be dead. Because they can double sack 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Oh, okay. Whew. Alright, opponent didn't see it, thank goodness. Technically alive. Yeah, I think that was a punt, because they could have sacked Bloodghast, got back Bloodghast, sacked Bloodghast. And if they sacked everything, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 8, 16. Yeah, we would have been dead. Well, cycle Forgotten Caves. We need that Loam. Arboreal Grazer is probably the worst. Untap. Oh, God. Well, get back Forgotten Cave. Cycle it. Loam. That is a Loam. Okay, so play Ayula. Wooded Foothills. Oh, this still might not be enough, I don't think. Crack Wooded Foothills. Snow-covered Forest. Loam back lands. Pass the turn. Is this going to be enough to keep us alive? Wow, it's going to be close. 4 life is not much. Sacks a Bloodghast. Comes back with haste anyway. Sacks a Bloodghast. Sure. Bloodstained Mire. Yep. Overgrown Tomb. Gets back Bloodghast. I mean, we get to survive the turn. I think. If our opponent has removal, we don't. Sacks Bloodghast. Yeah, this thing's going to get huge, but we can block it, so... Sacks. Opponent untaps. Satyr Wayfinder. That's okay. Unless it hits a million Bloodghasts. And it hits a Vengevine. Wow, this is going to be so close. Yep. Polluted Delta. Gets back Bloodghasts. Does this Vengevine ruin our day? Combat. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. Yep, so we will... Ayula's Influence. Discard a land. Make a bear. Grow a bear. Ayula's influence. Discard a land. Make a bear. Grow a bear. Ayula's influence. Discard a land. Make a bear. Grow the bear. And now we, let's see, block, 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 block. Opponent's axe, sure. Okay, stuff dies. Wow, stayed alive. Are we going to beat Hogak? Is Ayula going to beat Hogak? That might be where we're at here. Swamp gets back Blood Gas. Opponent can recast the Hogak, and a Gravecrawler, and get a Vengevine. There's Gravecrawler, gets Vengevine. Yep. And Hogak. Yep. Opponent passes. Well, we dredge Loam. Loam back lands. Run in 6. Get back a land. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. Dredge Loam. Loam. Get back lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent's at 16. Well, discard a land. Put counters on Ayula. Discard a land. Put counters on Ayula. And pass the turn. I mean, if they draw removal for Ayula, this goes wrong. Otherwise, I think we outgrind Hogak here. Sax Carrion Feeder. Or Sax 2 Carrion Feeder. Yup. Sax to Carrion Feeder. Untaps. No removal, no removal, no removal, no removal, no removal. Land for the Blood Gas. Returning. Sure. And Leyline of the Void. That is also relatively... Alright. Well, that's less good. Huh. Maybe we should have did something different there. Yeah, we should have discarded in response. That was a mistake. Well, okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Opponent goes on the big attack, so we need to discard Prismatic Vista. Land gets exiled. We put counters on Ayula. Discard a land. Make a bear. Counters on Ayula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go to combat. Block, 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 block. Actually, block, block. So do some blocking. Stuff dies. Opponent, Gravecrawler. So we got to get in for 16. I think we can do it. Hogak. Well, discard a land. Counters on Ayula. Discard a land. Counters on Ayula. I think we got him. Ayula! Taking down the gag. Untap. Opponent had a good draw, too. So we dredge Loam. We run in 6. Get back a land. We discard the land. Make a bear. Have Ayula fight Hogak. Since it's way bigger than Gak somehow, our 2-drop is better. Loam backlands. And Poe scoops it up! Opponent had the start too. They had turn 2 Hogak. They had like a good Hogak star, and yeah, okay, yeah, Ayula just got him. Just got him. Well, bring in the ley lines. Bring in the 2 angers of the god. Go down the blood moons. Go down maybe like 1 faithless looting, an Arboreal Grazer. Actually, Grazer's a pretty good blocker. We probably need answers to our opponent's ley lines, actually. Maybe we want our Force of Vigors. Yeah, let's bring in Force of Vigor. We do need answers to our opponent's ley lines. Go down Big Chandra. Go down less Big Chandra. Yeah, and then let's just trim. Trim the 1-drops. Yeah, right like that. Well, Ayula apparently just gets bigger than Hogak. Oh, God. All right, opponent, let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh. We have Ayula's influence. We have a Lightning Bolt. We have Force of Vigor. All right, I guess we'll keep this. This isn't an insane draw, but Lightning Bolt's good. This deals with the ley line our opponent might be mulliganing for. And we can cycle Tranquil Thicket. All right. Steam events for our opponent. Untapped. Faithless Looting. No graveyard hate is a little scary. 2 lands discarded. Yep. Opponent passing. Well, untap. There is our Ayula. Well, play Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Pass the turn. I mean, we got the combo. We got Ayula and Ayula's influence. We don't have a way to repeatedly get back lands from our graveyard yet, but opponent. Polluted Delta. Cracks it. Steam Vents is a somewhat awkward first land to get. Overgrowth 2. Untapped. Satyr Wayfinder. Well, let's see how the milling goes. It's a Gravecrawler as the only really relevant card. Opponent passing. Does this matter? Yeah, I guess we kill it. Let's Lightning Bolt Satyr Wayfinder. Untap. Snow-covered forest. Ayula. Well, now we need like a life from the Loam or a Wrenn and 6. Some way to start getting our lands back. Overgrow 2. Tapped. There's a zombie. The question is, does our opponent have Hogak? Ooh, opponent passes. They didn't have the... Okay, didn't have the mana. Well, that's decent. We untap. Arboreal Grazer, not super helpful here. So I think... Prismatic Vista. Cracked Prismatic Vista. Snow-covered forest. Ayula's influence. Oh. Huh. Stubborn denial. That's some spice. Well, let's see if they got a Gak. Get in, hit our opponent. We do have another one which is nice, but we still are lacking ways to get lands in and out of our graveyard. What do you got, opponent? We know there's a Gravecrawler. The question is there a Hogak floating around? Gemstone Mine. And there's a Vengevine. Yup. Opponent, combat. Gonna get in. Hit us. Down to 11. Alright. We untap, we draw. Alright, a land. Well, play Ayula's influence. Can we go aggro? Discard a land, grow this. Discard a land, grow this. Hit our opponent for 6. Yeah, alright. Discard a land. Counters on Ayula. Discard a land. Counters on Ayula. Go to combat, get in. Opponent, down to 7. We'll see. We'll see. Opponent's only got 1 card in hand. Untaps. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Are we taking down the Gak with with Ayula? Maybe this is the solution to all of Modern's problems. Looting. Okay. Oh, we'd love to find Wrenn and 6 or life from the Loam. Although drawing a land would also be helpful. So we have, I guess, a lot of decent draws. Vengevine. Stitcher's Supplier. Gonna do some milling. Ooh, another Vengevine. Good golly. Opponent. Passing? Passing. Come on, Loam. Loam wins us this game. Bolt. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Do we attack? So how's this going to go? We attack with everything. Our opponent's going to block here, take 2. Still have a Vengevine. If we attack with just Ayula, our opponent blocks here, mills a bunch of cards. If they can get back all the Vengevines, we're dead no matter what. Yeah, let's attack with everything. See what happens. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Mills some cards. Drops to 5. Well, play Arboreal Grazer. No land. And yeah, now I think we have to bolt Gravecrawler. And pass the turn. What's our opponent's last card? If they get back the Vengevines, we're dead. If they have a zombie, basically, we're dead in hand. This Force of Vigor hasn't looked great. Opponent. Combat. No attacks. Land. Ayula works. Play Ayula. Keep the old Ayula. Fight Vengevine. Combat. Ayula! Oh my goodness! We are the Gak Assassin! Who would have thought? Who would have thought that this just outgags Gak? That's twice now, alright? Well, it doesn't feel like that should be happening, but we'll take it. We will take it. Sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. So what do we learn this week about Ayula in Modern? And the deck was surprisingly good. We ended up 3-2, which, I mean, that's not like a stunningly great record, but most impressively, we played against Hogak twice, and it seems like maybe Ayula is just like the secret sauce for beating Hogak. We went 2-0 against Hogak, and kind of just like somehow, very fairly, just outgacked Hogak with Ayula. Like, we didn't draw our ley lines to the void. We didn't draw any graveyard hate. We just, like, played Ayula's influence, and made a ton of really big bears, and Hogak couldn't beat it, which was shocking, amazing, awesome, like all those good things wrapped together into one. So that was super exciting. We also beat a Teamer deck. We lost a close match against Enduring Ideal, which that is a tough matchup. They have so many weird enchantments that are really rough for our deck, but it went 3 games. Burn was also really close, but we didn't manage to take it down. So even in our losses, the deck felt competitive, and in our wins, we were taking down literally the best deck in Modern that is soon going to be banned from the format with Ayula and Ayula's influence, and I gotta say, the combo was pretty effective. Like, the ability to turn Ayula's influence from, oh, I make a 2-2, into, oh, I make a huge bear, and I fight your stuff, and I kill your stuff. Like, the value is really good. There's some definite upsides, especially in creature matchups, with playing Ayula and Ayula's influence compared to playing, like, Seismic Assault or something. So the plan worked really well. Ayula was great. Ayula's influence to make bears was great. We didn't even draw our Jank About cards. I don't think we Blood Mooned a single time. We didn't Leyline of the Void a single time against the graveyard decks. So all of our wins were really fair. And to make it even better, against like the Hogak decks, it's not like they had bad draws. They had like turn 2 Hogaks multiple times, and we still beat them with Ayula and Ayula's influence. So yeah, the deck just functioned really well, even without us drawing the like, oops, I accidentally beat you with a Blood Moon type card. So yeah, I mean, the deck was great. Ayula was sweet. Ayula's influence with Ayula is key. I think that's the best way, and maybe the only way to build the deck, because if you go on the full bear plan, there's a lot of bad bears. You're spending like 2 mana to get what you get from Ayula's influence for discarding a land, and Ayula's influence, it's so much card advantage with Life from Loam and Wrenn and 6. So yeah, the deck was sweet, and I might keep playing this one because it was really fun and it was really interesting, and apparently it's good against the gag. So that's going to change with the bannings, but still, I think this is a deck to keep in mind. It was oddly effective and surprisingly good. Like I said, even in our bad games, we were still close to winning those matches, and the good games, we were just beating the best deck in Modern with a bunch of bears and a huge Ayula. We had an Ayula, it was literally bigger than Hogak. We just made it like a 16-16, fought some stuff, one-shot our opponent. It was awesome and hilarious. So anyway, that's been our Against Odds for this week. Ayula, Queen Among Bears for Modern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.